Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Tony live stream. Today we're going to be talking about how I dropped a bag of Cheetos and now I can't pick it up. So it's been a rough day all around.
Hey Tony, I got bad news for you.
Hey, what's up?
The food is starting to smell and some of our workers are walking out on us.
I don't appreciate you walking in the middle of my podcast.
Okay. Tony Esposito was a character, Batman.
Breaking news, world-renowned ex-mafia boss and YouTube blogger of 27 subscribers, Tony Esposito, pronounced dead. Just last night, police report Esposito slipped on a banana peel. A few months ago, Esposito was sentenced to 10 years in prison for running underground factories to illegally smuggle and sell various Italian foods. And tax fraud. Officials are questioning whether the banana was placed intentionally. More updates to come soon. I'm Atlas Adams on channel 567943.
Who was Tony as a person?
Tony was hard to get to know. I mean, he was the kingpin of an Italian foods restaurant. I mean, he didn't sell any drugs or anything, but his methods of going about it were questionable.
Yeah, I worked for Tony. I helped hustle most of the products that he sold. We smuggled the zhazh, tatted spaghetti. He had cooks in factories all across Italy making his Mima's recipe for pasta. But one mishap of the olive oil, bam, executed on the spot.
What were some of the products you sold?
We'd go to the streets to sell lasagna, ravioli, spaghetti alla carbonara. But most controversial were those meatballs. Those damn Swedes were our competitors. Tony was worried we'd run out of meatballs. And our business. For good reason, too.
Tony was always after my secret recipe. Never got any close though, his meatballs were so dry and stale. And then they started looking for suspects, accusing me of being an insider, like I planted the banana. Back in the day, he was a sweet man. He had a successful business and his American husband, Daniel. We were in harmony. The Italians and the Swedes. You know? But things never were the same after he tried to drive our IKEAs out of business and build a Papa Murphy's.
He'd rip your head off if you ever caught dead in IKEA. But every so often, he'd throw pizza parties and fundraisers. What can I say? What a guy.
Tony would order pizza at her Papa Murphy's every day. I mean, his parties seem pretty cool, but he never tips. I mean, I get it, man. Pizza's really good, but every day? Italian people are crazy, you know what I mean?
Did you ever see anything suspicious going on in the factories?
No, man. All I ever saw was some two dudes walking out with like a black suitcase. They were in like black suits. But, this one time they had like banana in their hand. They were saying something about he got what he deserved or something. I don't know. Tony seemed pretty cool. Sometimes I join in on the pizza parties.
Tony didn't really have a great relationship with his workers.
Hey, what's up?
The food is starting to smell and some of our workers are walking out on us.
I don't appreciate you walking in the middle of my podcast like that. It's very unprofessional and I do not appreciate it. So, you. Hey, what's up, ladies, eh?
Tony, no te entiendo. ¿Cómo le puedes ser así? You are an incompetent. Todas las cosas que haces, eres un idiota. No te entiendo. I realized I was after his position most of the period he was in charge, but that doesn't mean I'd go as far as to kill him. I mean, he slipped on a banana peel. How stupid of a concept is that? I run this business now, and the mafia is thriving, without any illegal practices, though. I come from a traditional family, work hard, achieve great things. I believe I achieved my goal. There was no foul play.
kind of didn't really know how to run a business either, and also kind of faked everything he knew, and I'm pretty sure that affected how everyone professionally viewed him, at least.
One word I'd use to describe him is crude.
He was crude.
Screwed.
Crude.
Screwed.
He was a sweetheart. He had a good heart in him, and I think if he wasn't so infatuated with his business and his Italian persona, things could have ended better.
What about his persona?
Yeah, his Italian persona. So, a few years back, I think he did like a 23andMe and learned that he was 10% Italian, and then kind of made that his entire personality. I tried to stop him before it got too far, but he kind of went off the deep end a little bit. I think our marriage could have been way better without it, but I knew as a husband I needed to be supportive. No one placed that banana. Did everyone have something against him? Sure. But I don't think anyone would do that. Tony was different from the other families. I think there's something to be learned from his lesson in Italian foods. If you're passionate about something, obviously not cultural appropriation or smuggling in food and selling it illegally, but if you're passionate about something, you should go do it.